Good afternoon, folks, and thanks for joining us. My name is Tim Wheaton, joined by a fighter who's going to be fighting in just a few weeks. Donegi Abena, how you doing today, sir?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you doing?
Man, you know me, hanging out. You're going to be fighting for the Glory Light Heavyweight crown upcoming at Glory 83 on February 11th. How are you doing today? How's everything feeling? How's training? Tell me everything, sir.
Yes, I'm very good. I'm in Thailand right now. I touched down yesterday. I'm here with my team with SB Gym and Said. Said isn't playing at all. He's killing us in every workout. He's pushing us to the max. So I will have a gas tank for at least 5 rounds if I need 5 rounds.
So, what's your prediction on the fight? I mean, you're ready to go 5 rounds, but what is your prediction for this rematch?
For as far as I can see right now, I'm gonna let him take a Snickers. I'm gonna hit his body all night long. And one of the punches will be deep inside his belly and he's gonna sit on one of the punches or knees or kicks.
Well, and the
But
last time you fought him, those body punches were paying dividends to you. They were landing, right?
yes, they were landing clean. They were landing clean. And I heard him a couple times with it. And that's almost like 1.5 years ago. I'm way older now. My body is developing. My body is becoming mature. So the power is getting in. I can feel it in the power workouts, my certain conditions. I can feel it in those workouts. If I hit the pads with some people, they tell me, hey, you are punching, you are starting to punch through the pads instead of on the pads. So I'm gonna put a bad beating on him. I'm gonna hurt him. That's the mindset for the last couple of weeks. Hurt this guy, because he's the champ for a reason, you know? And if you want to be the champ, you got to be the champ. And I'm not doing it in a devastating fashion. Whoa. Yes.
So you switched to SB Gym from your last fight, right? Was the last fight at SB Gym?
Yes.
And you looked
With
really good in
Said.
that fight. So clearly the training is working out, right? What kind of differences do you feel every day in training that's making a difference?
It's a different style of kickboxing. Back in the days, I used to have a really Dutch style kickboxing. A really Dutch style. And when I went to Mike, it was most just hard punches. And I went back to the old Dutch style kickboxing and back at BJM, I went back to it with more knees, more kicks, and more well-rounded, just instead of only boxing. And the last time that I fought him, I already had him guessing. He couldn't figure me out. And right now he is fucked up. It's gonna be difficult for him to figure me out because the style is way different. And I also have another coach in camp, Mike Karantanassis, and I've been training with him for the last year, and we have pushed the pace, you know. So he's not going to figure me out, and I see some things, but he can do nothing about it. But it's not in his favor, and I'm going to exploit it. I'm going to show the world how great I am, how good of a fighter I really am, and I just want the belt. It's on my bucket list. It's on my
And
bucket list. Let's go.
let's go, man. And it's crazy to think, like you did mention it, you're 24 years old, which I didn't realize
Yes,
how young you were because in my mind, you've been in Glory for years, but you are on
yes.
track to becoming the youngest champion in Glory history. How does it feel knowing that you are one step away from making history?
It feels very, very good. You know, I could have achieved it when I was 21 years of age, when I was fighting Pereira and Fakitov. You
Mm-hmm.
know, at that time I was 21, and the Fakitov fight, the first Fakitov fight, it was a little bit sketchy. So I'm going to do it all over again. But right now I'm older, more mature, and I come with more experience in the ring.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's so that's it. I'm happy to be in this position. I'm glad. I feel blessed, and I just have to take the belt. It's for grabs. It's in front of me. I only have to put the work in and get the belt. get the job done.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. And you two have fought before, but it seemed like there is a little bit of trash talk or a little bit of beef going on. Even just last night on Instagram, I thought I saw something on your story. What's going on? What's the bad blood between you two?
This guy is acting like a gangster all of a sudden, he finally grew some balls to talk a little bit of shit. He has never done it, you know.
Hmm.
And for me, is if you never did talk trash, it's out of character. It means that you are a little bit nervous, you know. I've been talking shit my whole career. I've been pressing my opponents from the get go, you feel me? From
Right.
since I was 90 years old, 19, 20 years old, you know. And if you are 30 plus, 32, and all of a sudden you want to start talking trash, that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. And I hope that he's not overlooking me, you know, because he will pay for it. He will pay for it, you know.
Hmm.
And because I've always been talking trash, I've always been saying stuff to my opponent. So I want to mention it like it's out of character, Stay
Hmm.
yourself, stay close to yourself because the belt doesn't make you the king. You feel me? I am the king, you know. So stay focused, stay humble, stay who you are before I come and kick your ass.
No, we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to the fight. It's going to be a good one. And congratulations on the most recent win, of course. How did you feel about the performance just in your last fight?
It was okay. It was okay. I could see us a little bit off sometimes. Like for example, I got him the knee left hook. I hated him. I was
Mhm.
supposed to step out, but instead of instead I threw a right hook so he could grab me and hug me all night long. So this is a point for me to work on. Just when you hit somebody, step out, make them come forward, hit and hit them again, take them out. Because I could have done a closer job, to be honest. I could have taken him out in the second round at least. So the performance was okay, but I'm not happy with it. You know, most
Yeah.
people think if you got a yeah, most people think if you got a W, that you are happy and I'll celebrate it. And I'm like, nah, I could have done better. But to be honest, on the other side, I'm happy that I fought 3 rounds. So I could see how my cardio was, how I was feeling in the later rounds, and how mentally strong I really am. Because in training, it's easy. It's easy to quit. But when the stars are shining above you, you have to perform, and you should not put under pressure. And I didn't, so it's a good sign for me. But for now, I have to just go and kill this guy, take him out. Yeah.
Title shot and main event slot that's coming up on February 11th. But let me ask you some other questions. I always ask people how they got involved in kickboxing, and I think you might have the best story. You were grew up, I think, in something like a children's home. You were getting in trouble and then crossed over to kickboxing. For the people who don't know, bring them up to date. How did you get into the sport?
Yes, I was a little badass. Aggressive. Yeah, just let me say how it is. I was a little badass and very aggressive.
Mhm.
Still to this day, I'm sometimes still kind of aggressive. There's the
Mhm.
silverback in me. That's how I was built. But when you are younger and you're not good with talking, you're not good in expressing yourself, the easy way of the human instinct is just go fight. You know, that's why men were designed. Men are designed to fight. If you go to the stone ages, were designed to fight, and me it was easy. I rather fought than I talked to people. And when I was like 15, 16, one of my homeboys' brother, he was doing kickboxing, and he
Mhm.
said to me like, "Hey, yo, you're fighting a lot. You got too much energy, too much aggression in you. Come with me to the kickboxing gym, and let's see." So I went with him to the gym, and look where we are right now. I was inside 4 years. I fought for the Glory World title. I lost, but I did something with my youth, with my life. I started from the gutter, from being aggressive,
Mhm.
young child, going for foster homes, childcare, this and that. to glory. So I can be proud of that I've done something good in my life.
And it's a wonderful journey that you've been on, and you fought for it, and it wasn't easy to get here. For people who are maybe in a similar position that you were in when you began, what advice would you give to these people who are now looking up to you?
Oh yes, for all the youngsters,
Yeah.
have have trust, believe in yourself, and with everything you do, start thinking about the consequences for your actions. For example, if you steal something, and people catch you, you go to jail. So instead of maybe steal it, look for a little job. And even though it's not big money, it's at least something, You have to start from small and build yourself up to the person that you can be. So that's it, man. Make good choices and surround yourself with the good people who have your best interest in their mind, you know, and they want to add to you instead of only taking from you or misusing you. And just
Mhm.
go to the gym, go to the
As
gym, lift weights or something. Go to the gym, yes.
well, and one of the best trainers out there is Donegi Abena. You're offering personal fitness classes, is that right?
Yes, I did it,
Okay.
but I quit it a little bit because of the upcoming fights. I
Yeah.
really want to put my focus 100% on the fights.
Yeah.
But as soon as I have the belt, I will start giving lessons again. You know, I've already been to juveniles and to schools to teach the young children kickboxing and speak with them.
Mhm.
But it's even more impressive, and they will listen better to you if you have a strap around your waist. If you come with a belt. So I will
Yeah.
do that as soon as I got the belt. I will go back and talk with the children, bring inspiration for them, and show them that you can build yourself up from nothing, from the scratch. Even though if you have no parents, you have no money or nothing, if you just believe in yourself and you are determined to become somebody in this world, sky's the limit.
That's right. And I think one interesting thing that you said there, you said as a younger man, you had trouble expressing yourself. And now you're giving
Yes,
public speeches to uplift people. That's a big step up. That's a huge change in your life. So I think what I was reading about you, you're always working towards self-improvement because I think you've taken and you took some commerce marketing classes. You also took some public speaking courses. Like you're always working on self-improvement, right?
yes, I read a lot of books, to be honest. I read a lot of books, take some
Mhm.
classes here, and because the funny thing is, I'm good at school, but I don't really like school.
I get you. I feel
No.
that. I know.
So,
That's why
like, for
you and I are
example,
doing this. That's why you and I do this thing and not not a real job.
you understand me?
Yeah, I do.
So I'm good at school, but I've always been a smart guy, but I don't really like to go to school and sit there from 9 to 5 and listen to the teachers telling you things. So instead, I started looking at things I really like. Okay, let me take a course of this, take a course of that, read this book, read that book, and use it in my life and see what's coming from it.
Awesome.
So that's what I did. Yes,
Always
and the funny
self-improving.
that's the most important thing. You have to be the best version of yourself. And the funny thing is with people, if I tell them that I read a lot, they are really bored. Like, huh? You? You read? What do you read? Reading is boring.
Oh, come
And the
on.
funny thing is, it really ain't. If the book is good, it ain't boring. But you have to start reading it. And even though if you start with 1 page a day, after 100 days, it's 100 pages. So for the people who are not reading and don't want to read, go
Mhm.
buy a book and take it step by step. Just begin. Just begin, start improving yourself and be somebody because everybody can be somebody.
This is awesome. Hey, it's great advice to pass on to people, constantly learning, constantly reading, constantly getting better. And that's why you're out in Thailand, one of the best training facilities in the world there. What, let me ask you, what food is best? Thai food, Surinamese food, or Dutch food?
Surinamese food
Of,
all day,
of course,
all
man.
day, all day, all day. But to be honest, the Thai food is very good as well. A lot of rice and chicken, and that's what we are eating in Suriname as well. So it's good. It's good. The food is good over here. I like the food.
Dutch food isn't even in the top 10.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. We don't like boerenkool.
I think it was like
That's a typical Dutch.
yeah, go ahead.
It's like boerenkool is a typical Dutch dish.
Oh man, I
But
yeah. I think my favorite Dutch food was the it's like bread with sprinkles on it. You know that one?
yeah, hagelslag.
What is
The chocolate,
this?
the chocolate sprinkles, right?
Yeah,
With butter on it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's hagelslag. The next time when you're in the Netherlands, you
yeah.
should do peanut butter with the sprinkles.
Whoa, this is man, that's
Uh,
I don't know about this.
it's the Dutch jelly butter peanut butter mix. It's a
All right.
Dutch version of it.
Next time I'm there, you will help me with it. You'll find me the right peanut butter,
Yes,
find me the right sprinkles.
holler at me. Come holler at me. I will help you. you,
Awesome
will-
stuff.
you, yeah, you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it.
Awesome stuff. All right. So Donegi Abena, you're going to be fighting on February 11th at Glory 83, headlining in a light heavyweight world championship. Last word goes to you, sir. Talk us on out of here. Shout out anyone you need to shout out. Thank anyone you need to thank. But last word goes to you. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes. And before I do a shout out, I will do an Essen to Kill Cliff in Deerfield. I was there in the States in November, I think. I really appreciate it with the MMA guys, with all the big MMA guys in the gym. They're very nice. So first of all, shout out to them. Shout out to Role Model Nation. And for everybody who's supporting me all around the globe. Tune in. It's going to be drama and firework.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time, sir.
Yes, thank you for having me. Have a good day.